Hello everyone. Usually people think of the UK as a kind of monolinguistic country. Only one language, namely English. But actually the real situation is far from that. And then I'm not just talking about the obvious languages, meaning all the languages that have been brought with the immigrants over the past centuries. Now I'm talking about languages that have been around for a much longer time, namely the Celtic languages in Britain. And for those, we really have to go back a long way. Around 800 BC, before Christ, different Celtic tribes began to come to Britain, to the British Isles, in tribes, in little groups. It wasn't one massive invasion, no, they just trickled in. And of course, they brought with them not only new techniques for architecture, they brought the skills to work iron, but more importantly, I think, they brought with them their language or languages, language varieties, the Celtic languages. Now, later on, the Romans came, and after them the Anglo-Saxons, and they basically drove the Celtic tribes west and north. And it's exactly in the western part of the British Isles and the northern part that you still find Celtic languages today, namely Welsh in Wales, Scottish Gaelic in Scotland and the islands, the Scottish Islands, and Irish Gaelic, or Irish for short. Now some people, instead of talking about Scottish Gaelic and Irish Gaelic, will say Scottish Gaelic or Irish Gaelic. That's just a different way of pronouncing the same word. Welsh is one of those Celtic languages. It was suppressed by the English for a while, because of course you all know that language is a very important part of someone's identity, and in those days the English didn't want the Welsh to keep their identity. Nowadays, of course, different situation. Welsh is completely revived and is definitely the most successful of the Celtic languages in the UK, that is. Many native speakers in Wales of that Welsh language. Scottish Gaelic, on the other hand, is really a minority language. There's not too many people around who claim that they have Scottish Gaelic as their mother tongue, who claim to be native speakers of Scottish Gaelic. You find them spread here and there in the Highlands, but also on some of the Hebrides Islands. And then Irish Gaelic, that's also a different story, is also very successful. In the Republic of Ireland, it's an official language, and it's also taught in schools there, apart from English, which is also an official language. By the way, also in Wales, Welsh is an official language besides English. Now, apart from those three, Welsh, Scottish and Irish Gaelic, there are a few other Celtic languages that are still around more or less, namely Cornish in Cornwall and Manx on the Isle of Man. And why do I say they're still around more or less? Well, they had more or less died out, and there's not really any native speakers around anymore, but both of them, they have been kept going Yeah, there are groups, organisations and individuals who really want to preserve Cornish and Manx, and in a way you could say that they're enjoying a tiny bit of a revival. I hope you found this an interesting look at languages in the UK. So please, if you hear anyone claiming that the UK is a monolingual country, you can now at least tell them, hang on, there's also Celtic languages around. Please give me a like, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so, and feel free to leave any comment. See you next time. Bye bye.